Foggy versus WFZ in our first Winnerbracket Semifinal of Group D. TH and Chimiko afterwards. Here we see Wufazen, third best under in the world, probably. Definitely the second best Chinese at the moment. That's the thing we can settle on, I think. And yeah, his Gold League runs always underwhelming, but let's hear from the man himself.
所以这次比赛第一项目标至少要先小组出线吧，因为现在分组还没出来，不知道自己后面会在一个什么样的小组里面。如果说小组比较好打的话，就为自己定的目标要高一些；如果小组对手比较强，那至少要保证自己小组出线。这次比赛，像每一个选手都非常的重视吧，因为每一个选手能够晋级到这次的总决赛，肯定都是实力非常的强的，而且能晋级到总决赛，说明他的状态都非常的好。10年职业生涯里，让我印象最深刻的还是莫恩吧，因为他的有一段时间是退役了。 然后退役复出了以后，是在很短的时间里就恢复到自己一个非常良好的状态，然后比赛也是获得了非常多的成绩。我想这是一个他个人的努力，也是他个人天赋的这个体现吧。我就是因为受了默的影响，然后才玩的这款游戏。
Okay, Moon is the reason why he plays Warcraft 3. Everyone's talking about Moon. No mention of Foggy here, but he said he never came out of the group stage, if I got that right.
Is that true or false?
That's not true! He did that in GCS Fall 2016, but was then eliminated by this guy. Foggy's Warcraft career is pretty much like the Gold Series determines his success. Since he got there for the first time, upset after upset after upset. And now let's hear from the boxing champ.
Yes, my goal is to get a champion on this tournament. Well, there are a lot of very strong players, Korean, Lin, Lowlet, Moon, and of course Chinese players, TH, Lin and Lin, and Infi, 1-2-0. It's very hard to predict, I think every player, what I said before, can reach top 3, maybe Moon and Lin and Infi or TH Lin and Lin. 50-50. I want to believe 50-50, but maybe 60-40 for TH. I will try because Night Elf have big variability to use many strategies, but I can't say because it's secret.
All right. Good impression by Foggy. Sounds kind of confident.
Yeah, I expect him to do pretty well here. He is a prep monster. He is the guy, I'm sure, back then who loved doing homework, came home after school and boom, 5-6 hours of homework straight. He does his work. He puts in the hours. He makes sure he comes prepared. So I'm certain he's going to have stuff prepared for WFZ. I think his main focus went into the matchup versus Human. He practiced with Blade a bunch, but he's going into WFZ. Now, many people are saying, don't sleep on WFZ. He might win this. He is my favorite to win this. Now, let me ask you this, Neo. If this was offline, how would you imagine this match goes?
Foggy would probably slam him.
So, online, why is it so different then?
You know, WFZ, I'm not saying that he definitely defeats Foggy here online. I say that many people probably underestimate him. No one really sees him as a favorite to win anything, really. Similar to Focus, probably, in Group C. But in the Team League, WFZ stepped it up one more time. He has defeated TH there. He has defeated a Moon there. And we all know that Foggy is always very inspired by Moon, so it's a similar playstyle, probably. So my confidence in WFZ mostly stems from the team league.
Yeah, I can see that as well. WFZ sometimes has these outstanding performances, like in WGTL, where he was the only one in the solo to take out Moon. Still baffled that happened. He has those really good days. Normally, when we see him at WGL offline, he seems to choke, but this is online. This is definitely going in WFZ's favor. But I think Foggy's likelihood to botch his games here is pretty low. I expect super crisp builds, beautiful play by Foggy, but possibly also a strong WFZ.
All right, let's see how this unfolds. Of course, we know Foggy is a workhorse, and I got a little stat to undermine that. I counted all the games of all the players that we have recorded here in the Warcraft 3 Liquipedia. And most of the players have around 70 games, you know? And Foggy, that madman, is by far the one with the most recorded games, with 252. The second place is Law Lyot with 90. He plays everything, everywhere.
And that's pretty crazy.
And practices, and gets married. Like, this dude is doing everything all the time.
It has been a while, though, that he has had a really good WGL run. And as one of the few players, he didn't say he wants to get out of the groups. He says he wants to become the champion.
Yes.
With a statement and aspirations like that, you kind of have to win this game here convincingly.
Okay, so far it was the day of China. Infi and Fly defeating Focus and X-Lord. Will that streak break? Or will we have 4 Korean wins on day 1 and 4 Chinese wins on day 2? We'll see. This is the 10th Gold League event. The first one was not available for Western players, but Foggy, this is his 8th Gold League. Only time he wasn't qualified was the summer event of 2019. Summer in general, not really his season. He's more of a winter kind of guy. But yeah, 2 second places, 2 third places. Always surprising. That, for you, is Foggy. Second place of the Western qualifier. Wu Fajen, WFZ, is also his 8th WGL participation. Only one time he got out of the groups. And one time he was even eliminated by Foggy in 2016. But qualifiers went pretty good for him, even through the open. Also a workhorse, grinding quite some ladder. The thing for WFZ is he is not super crazy like a side that plays Dreadlord or something. He's pretty predictable, I would say. And Foggy, throughout this entire year, has played so much versus Undead. From all the 250 series, 80 of that were versus Undead, or 89 or something. Of course, because he plays Happy all the time. And what better practice to defeat Undead is there in the world than playing Happy twice a week?
Yeah, exactly. There we saw some amazing series between them. There were some really close ones in there between Happy and Foggy, but every single one went to Happy in the end. Sometimes with a 3-2, sometimes with a 3-0. Foggy, with that practice, has become very good against Undead. Mechanically, I would also say, he's become a lot more reliable, but also strategically. He's got so many different strats to choose from. Demon Hunter, Keeper. I don't think he's playing the Warden too much. But expansion, one base plays, Bears, Dryads, Mass Archers. There's a ton of stuff that Foggy can pull out of the hat.
AP pushes.
AP pushes, for example, exactly. And he's going to be playing the Demon Hunter here once again. And the DK is playing aggressively on level 1. Well, that is rare to see nowadays.
Didn't decide if Coil or Aura yet. Oh, Wu Fajen gets the last hit here. Not bad. Good exclamation mark. First little move by WFZ, who decides to go for Aura now. Old school Whisper Ass.
Yeah, normally that used to be played with the Ghoul build, but this, I think, was the Happy build, right? It was a quick Graveyard, which normally with that build is more DK creeping until level 2 and then maybe harassing. But yeah, WFZ has his own spin on the early game, as he in the past used to have quite a bit. He's got his own strategies. 4 ghouls into shades, for example, against Orc, and I haven't seen this opening by him yet, I think.
What do
So
you-
far, it's working okay. He's not killing any wisps. Oh, he might be killing that one up there, actually.
What was that? Did you see that? It's like, Okay, that movement of the wisp was weird. Like,
Sure.
beam me up? No, don't beam me up. I want to stay here. Beam me up. Okay. I don't know what to think of this opening, to be honest, because Foggy kinda wants to be in the face of his opponent. We see that a lot against Happy, when Happy is hiding in his own base, and now WFZ is bringing the fight to Foggy.
Yeah.
But in a moment where Foggy still wants to creep, he wants level 2, he wants evasion. Cool little creep, the archers can shoot through the forest, big healing, great for trading, great for exactly what he wants to do in the late early game stages, and the claw as well, so the items so far support Foggy quite a bit.
Yeah, amazing drops for Foggy. This is the nuts. This is also really sick, this big healing, by the way, if Foggy wants to play the Mass Archer Expo style, which I think was his #1 favorite strat against Happy. Especially effective on small maps where the undead can't creep much, like Echo Isles and AZ. AZ was was chosen by Foggy. Yeah, okay, was chosen by Foggy.
Yeah, I think having the neutral map Echo Isles favors Foggy a lot, because thinking back to WCA, that's the map where he defeated 1-0 for the first time. This is a map where he defeats Happy sometimes. This should be exactly what he wants, and WFZ is expanding.
That scout. Are you kidding me,
Yeah,
Foggy?
that's so sick! Super pocket strat by WFZ, but instant scout by Foggy.
Yeah, he did his homework, boys. You probably saw that in a replay somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's just Foggy Gold League.
Tier 2 is pretty close around the corner. If he can get a second hero, maybe he can... Yeah, Naga, there it is. Can he cancel the Ziggurat? If the Ziggurat finishes and the Nerope comes up, this is gonna be very hard to break for Foggy.
True. That should be why he's doing that. Oh, okay. So everything got cancelled. Acolyte is still there. And I think Foggy didn't see that. So maybe a second chance, but WFC invests all his resources into the tech. So this game plan is cancelled. Foggy probably sending that Wisp to detonate to get rid of the Blight.
Yeah, that would be a good choice. There can always be a Ziggurat out of nowhere there.
We saw it on the minimap. It's
Yeah.
gone.
Doesn't need to spell it. Like, you can also just set up a Ziggurat there for a Ziggurat that you just naturally need. And if it finishes, you're like, great, now I'll upgrade a Nerope Tower. And then whenever it suits me, I can just pop down an expansion down there. Great play so far by Foggy. One thing that's a little bit lacking here is the Demon Hunter level 3. He didn't get there yet because he prioritized getting the cancel. Wait a minute. There's still a Ziggurat coming.
What?
At the edge of the Blight where there is no Blight, but there is actually Blight
Ah, that
somehow.
little bug. Yeah. We have a tele step for Foggy. Instant surround by WFZ. No cancel, of course. No Crip Lord here. So, okay. That Ziggy is coming up.
Another clause for Foggy. The crazy items continue. Nice thing about those camps is, no matter what you find, it's good for the Demon Hunter. And he's going tier 3, Dryads, 50 supply, Dryad Bears into upkeep. Mountain Giants is normally what we see. Foggy creeping up his natural. This might be his time now to expand.
He has a Wisp there as well. Should be pretty good. Level 3, very, very close to. And tier 3 on the way. I think WFZ is trying to create problems for Foggy with that early harass, with that untypical expansion timing. But so far, Foggy is like swatting these problems like a fly.
Oh, at daytime, WZ makes an effort to get to the shop and steal the invul away from the Demon Hunter. That's pretty cool. With that, he can focus him much more, but that is where perhaps the big healing will come into play that Foggy found.
Yeah, he got level 3. That should be fine. Double claws, if that's not an overlay bug. No, I think he got one on the bottom right, okay? So that's good damage on the heroes for sure. Lich is out. 2/3 of a trifecta as well. Ring to complete this now. And we're getting ready for the late game. Foggy supply stuck at the moment at 40. But that shouldn't be the biggest of deals.
Is it too late to cancel the Haunted, I wonder? Might be close. Oh, it's really close!
A lot of piercing damage. I think he gets this. Nova on the Archer takes it out quickly, but the damage is still enough. Foggy with the right answer at the right time. Must be careful to not get this Demon Hunter surrounded. Staff is there. Oh, Naga! Okay, all my attention was on the Demon Hunter. Naga barely making out, but all of a sudden the focus fire returns on the DK. Scrappy fight right here. Ghouls in the middle of the archers. That's not what's supposed to happen, but the Demon Hunter is taking care. DK focus fire on him again, trying to trigger the invul or the TP. Doesn't work so far. Is it time for the big healing yet? There's no Nova. Oh, Foggy playing with fire. Reju turns around and wanted that fight again as there's no dispel. Risky plays.
Crucial cancel. That was so close. Foggy had exactly the right game sense and buys himself a lot of time with that. And suddenly it's going to be Foggy ready to mine first, where it should have been WFZ instead. It cost him 2 archers, yes, but that is a worthy sacrifice. Master training, I think it's already finished. And the Naga's coming back from the main.
Yeah. Ooh, that's quick master training, right? 500 gold as well. Naga didn't bring anything. No staff or orb yet.
Yeah, Foggy is delaying his shop, saving a lot of resources on items.
Lich has the orb, makes fighting a lot easier. So, is Foggy's investment all going into army? Is that the thing? Ah, shop now.
Yeah, he's going up to 50. And then I would expect MG upgrades. Foggy needs to make sure he's get enough lumber economy to support his late game. If you want to go late game, toe-to-toe, 2-base with Undead, you need MG upgrades, but not just that. You need Bear and Dryad upgrades. You need to get to 2-1, 3-1 as quickly as possible.
I like that Foggy is stealing experience away from WFZ's side of the map. That Murloc camp taken out, and WFZ wanted to creep next to his upcoming expansion, but Foggy realizes this, stealing the big one and the Pendant of Energy. How good is it that this is not ending up in the Undead's inventory?
Exactly. For the Naga, it's also not too bad. Not mega amazing, but it's pretty good. And yeah, keeping it away from the Undead side. And looking at the minimap, there's a ton of creep camps still left for Foggy on his side of the map.
Yeah, this is really smart. Like, sometimes we forget this about Foggy, like how Warcraft smart this man is. He just identifies weaknesses of races and players especially, and punishes it so hard. Like, Undead late game, hard to deal with, so keep especially the Lich low. And that's what's happening. He's fighting into the Undead base, but not for long. TPs, getting out of range maybe. Did he even save the Dryad?
Nah, it died. That was leveled up.
That's close though.
Yeah, could have saved it, honestly, but Foggy was never the micro monster. His micro is decent, but the strategy and the game sense and the decision making, that's where usually he excels. Also loves playing off of 2 bases. He is in that situation here, but so is WFZ. Hero levels and upgrades will be becoming very important. And the Bears we just saw a moment ago are still 0-0, which slightly worries me for Foggy.
Yeah, we saw by Lawlight against 1-2-0 that you can take care of them so that they survive a little longer. Not sure how he did that, but it felt like they survived 3 times as long as they did in a normal Night Elf army against Undead. Ring for the DK. What did Foggy get? Talisman of Evasion. Okay. Not too great. Demon Hunter getting greeted with Coil Nova, staffing out, just a little distraction, just a little scouting.
He went for the late game Boots edition. I love that. Boots aren't just good in the mid game, they're always crucial. Being able to have the movement speed to run in for mana burns. For that you need the move speed. And did you see that? That was Ancient of Wind. Foggy going old school back to hippos.
Yeah, how much do you like that?
On 1 base, I hate it. On 2 base, it could be pretty good. Once you get hippo numbers very high, they can become very good anti-air. The problem is if you're trying to build a hippo army off of 1 base and you're slowly building it up, and you have like 4 or 5 hippos, 3 get webbed, you're left with 1 after Coil Nova, and then it's so much gold wasted. But if you can pool like 10, that can be really strong.
Yeah, you need to outnumber the fiends hard, almost like by 2, by times 2. It's okay. WFZ took some time to go into fiends. invested a lot into this expansion, and as you said, on 2 bases with double engine of wind. I think that's the key, having the double engine of wind to be able to have that production up that high. That's pretty good. I think we saw it by check that this is still working, but WFZ with the best counter you could probably do, double Rex or double Crypt Fiends.
True. Are Mountain Giants out of fashion, by the way?
Feels like it. Did we see 1 MG in this game or in this tournament already?
Did Lolite play it against 1-0? He didn't, right?
No, but I think Alice played them versus Sock very late on.
Yeah. I mean, against Human, I think they're still amazing. But against Undead, perhaps the Night Elves don't like them so much anymore. Foggy suddenly at 80 supply. It doesn't really look like an 80 supply army.
Did we see all the hippos already? A-bombs coming against this.
Web finishing. WZ's getting strong, fast.
Yeah,
This is an interesting game. None of the 2 players is under the gun because their expo is running out first. It's pretty much the same expo timing. So there's also no creeps left. So like, what's the next point of contention? It's not very clear.
Don't you love Echo Isles?
Get the hell out of here.
No. Okay, bears all morphed. Pokes a little into the base. The Dryads far forward. The bears don't protect them. But is WFZ ready for these hippos? Doesn't seem like it. Coil arrives from the destroyer. A couple of webs as well. But the bears are moving forward. All the attention is on the hippos, and that's free reign for the bears.
Good control here by Foggy, not getting distracted by the A-bomb. He's moving past the Abomination into the Fiends in the back. Both statues getting more of destroyers in the air. That means no more sustain for WFZ, who seems to be getting walloped in this fight.
Destroyer gone. Fiend gone. TP gone. This Fiend would be important with the perfect Fork Lightning. Foggy smashes the first fight.
That was super clear and one-sided.
Yo. I kind of regret hyping WFZ up so much. Seeing this, it's a demolition.
It's only the first map. It's not over yet, but this game is looking very good for Foggy. I would still love to know the upgrades, but the Observer doesn't want to tell me. We have 2-0 on the Fiends. That much we know. That's a nice late game benefit for Night Elf. All the good units have the same upgrade type.
I'm trying to repair this. Good and important to keep the hippos back, keep them safe. 1 Fiend comes out, but that crypt is gone. Oh, Foggy with only a couple of heroes taking this fight here. Another Fiend down. WFC 66 supply on 2 bases. That's not where you want to be. Shop is gone as well.
He surrounds the Fiend with a bear in the back. Foggy, what the hell?
Wonderful play.
Magnificent plays by Foggy. TP in, but this Undead army really isn't that big. The Naga is level 5 for Foggy already.
Oh my god! This experienced lead is crazy. It's 5-4 versus 3-2-1. Fork Lightning again. These Abominations don't stand a chance. Maybe in the base here. DK is in trouble though. Being chased. Naga can't really reach, but just shifting the focus. Seems like WFZ has nothing left.
The practice against Happy paid off, man. Foggy is steamrolling over WFZ. 35 supply and 0 chance left for the Undead. Losing everything.
Is this, next to Lin Guagua versus Lin, the most one-sided map of the tournament so far?
Absolutely. Really impressed with Foggy, dude. Looking real strong. But it's not necessarily over yet. Obviously, it's looking great for him.
It feels like
Disease Cloud is kicking in pretty hard right now.
It feels like all the analysis and all the pre-match talk, it was like we talked about Clark Kent, but Foggy rips off the shirt and turns up in a Superman costume.
I know what you're talking about, dude. I was convinced that Foggy was gonna play
you
well.
know it all. I know that this Lich is soon to be falling. All this DK, Foggy with all the confidence in the world. Diving hard. Shop was taken out before. Dude, he can just tank the world. Invo Potion on the Naga. He's not losing anything, I guess.
There's another zap. Waiting for it. Oh, the Naga's in trouble, though. But there is a staff for her.
Cool. And
Did he zap before he staffed around?
What about this Demon Hunter, though?
It's looking pretty good.
It's
Cleaning up.
killing 2 heroes. Oh my. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Absolute
Crazy.
stomp by Foggy.
Hell of a performance. That was just solid from beginning to end. Decent creep route, good hold against the harass, kept his cool, insane scout of the expo timing. Good cancel, good counter expo, good transition, moving completely away from Mountain Giants. Chat, did anybody see what upgrades Foggy had? I would love to know, but I completely missed it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. Crazy. Blown away. He out everything WFZ here. He out strategized, he out scouted, he out creeped, he outsmarted, he out microed him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was damn impressive. Map 1 was ultra one-sided. If the game 2 is similar to this, we're going to have a very quick 2-0 here on our hands. And map 2, by the way, is Last Refuge, which Foggy, on this map, played very well for a long time the Demon Hunter Mass Archer strat.
Ooh, yes.
Where even he was able to beat Happy before. We see the highlights here, and that's a lot of just Foggy owning for a few seconds.
Yeah. This is like the best of Foggy all compressed in one video. Everything at 50%. Was the focus fire so off by WFZ, or was just the defensive micro by Foggy so good?
I think the creeping was the big problem. WFZ felt so pressured, he never got the levels. If he gets the DK4, Lich 3, that changes a ton, but he was like stuck on what? 3, 2, 1 hero levels?
Yeah.
That's horrible. And fighting
Yeah.
against bears with those weak levels is really tough.
To be fair, on Echo Isles, if your opponent steals your Merc camp and your Murloc camp both, you know something is very wrong with your game.
Very impressed with Foggy. Man, maybe he's not shooting too high talking about the championship title here.
Want to jinx him? You want to start this after map 1?
Nah, Neil, we are scientific, reasonable people. We don't believe in jinxing and superstition. Foggy is just playing solid. His work so far seems to be paying off, but we shouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves. This is one map.
Yeah.
It's only one map. WFZ will now tell this himself as well. One map can always go wrong. That game kind of everything went wrong. Sometimes that happens. On the second map, the deck will be reshuffled and there's going to be a new chance on Last Refuge.
Yeah, I hope WFZ can recover a little. Otherwise, the feedback by the Chinese community will be brutal. And they almost bullied him out of the scene during the Team League already. But that was the motivation for him to not hang up the mouse, but practice even harder. And afterwards, after he announced his retirement already, he defeated TH and he defeated Moon. So yeah, don't underestimate him. That's true. I hope he can turn it up a lot though. Like his game plan, he probably thought that he has a smart plan playing against Foggy with his expansion timing and this early harass, but Foggy just shut the door in his face.
Yeah, that early harass especially was really weird. Like DK level 1 running across the map. You can't kill anything because you don't have enough damage. Like normally the way you want to do it is creep first, and then the Night Elf is going to be the one being aggressive against you. The Night Elf then starts creeping again when he has like 3-4 archers. That all didn't seem to come together too well. But on LR, this will hopefully be looking much better for WFZ.
Indeed. So, let's go into map 2. We got Foggy, our boxing champion. Probably top 3 Night Elf in the world. Only top 2 from Europe with the 1-0 lead versus WFZ. Going into this as the favorite now for sure after this performance. It was pretty crazy. Can WFZ turn the wheel around, or will Foggy just have a smooth sailing into the winner bracket final? We're going to see it on LR.
WFZ in the bottom left, Foggy in the top right. Going for the Ancient of War creep, which seems to be becoming more and more standard, right? We saw it for the first time a few weeks ago, I think, surprising us that the Ancient of War is at the pretty much smallest camp on the map, at the Murlocs, but apparently Night Elves like it more and more. When you go to that green camp first, you can still creep the green ogres outside your main without Ancient of War, and then you can quickly move over to either your natural or to the Merc camp. So it's pretty nice placement of the Ancient of War, pretty central between many creep camps. It's a Demon Hunter once again, the reliable choice against the DK, this time with a Ghoul build. So not the fast tech with the happy build.
Okay. WFZ, not really known for his crazy micro and not really known for crazy surrounds like a 1, like a 1-0. So I wonder how successful this will be. Foggy, when he played against Ghouls, when Happy was playing them, always seemed to struggle quite a bit.
Yeah, against Ghouls, the micro is very frantic. You need to react very quickly. You need to keep up your damage time. You need to kite properly. And that is not Foggy's biggest strength. The pure micro department, the perfect min-maxing of damage, that's not his power. His power is the right build, the right read, the right timing, and the right strategy.
A little bit of HP back from this very patient play by WFC. Snook has said that, if I got that correct, that she thinks that WFC is the best Chinese versus Night Elf. I kinda question that, or I got that completely wrong. He's not bad, but it's not even his best matchup. WFC's best matchup by far, the Undead Mirror. But how likely is it that this will happen this tournament? Not so much.
Yeah, in WGL history, we have rarely even had 2 Undeads in the top 8. It has certainly happened with 1-0 and Happy.
And then they clashed. And then Happy destroyed him.
But sometimes it's even only 0 that happened before Happy came around. Here we have the next creep happening. Demon Hunter coming in, being aggressive. This is the typical Night Elf play. Creep the first couple of camps, get level 2, then be aggressive with a demon, burn a little bit, puts on some damage, get more archers, and then normally you want to fall back for more creeping for level 3. That is something that Foggy for the longest time ignored and remained level 2 for really long, in my opinion, way too long. Since then, he has changed his early game approach quite a bit. We'll see what he does here. Tier 2 techs have started. Foggy slightly ahead with that. That is relevant for the second hero Naga timing, which I'm sure Foggy will be going for.
Yeah, pretty. Well, WFC can't wake up the creeps in time on the high ground right there. DK struggled so hard with the level 2. Attacks the Murlocs again, and Foggy is right there again.
Finally gets his level up here. The way Foggy oftentimes played this strat on this map is be pretty aggressive with the Demon Hunter, get more and more archers, the mass archer style, and then with the Naga second, use that strength to creep the natural, expand behind, and keep on increasing the archer numbers, trying not to lose any of them.
Yeah, and so far this works really well. Not breaking a sweat, not even threatened by any surrounds. WFZ doesn't really feel like he wants to fight like he did in game 1. Doesn't want to harass or put some damage on something. Foggy making that. Oh my god, the ward. I didn't even see that before. How good is this ward?
These sentries both doing a great job. There was 1 dust used against it already. In fact, 2 dusts have been used. And didn't find them. Ooh, Foggy sees the high ground creep. He's kind of far away from it. Can he do something about it? I think he should go over there with the Demon Hunter.
He doesn't have boots. He doesn't have a tele staff. It's gonna be rough, but there he is. Even if he can pick up one ghoul, that would already be good because he's not investing too much except HP. Okay, sees him coming now. It's only a mana burn, but it's also an abandoned creep spot without the big experience and without the items dropping.
Yeah, Foggy still got a bit more XP there from the archers. Time now for the telestaff, his favorite item.
True that. For so many years, he loves to jump around. And WFC, he's not allowing anything. Like the most strict parents in the world.
With a mana burn, perhaps he might be able to secure a kill here. And now the Naga and archers are coming in. And now have fun, ghouls.
Yeah. Firepower is pretty good. Good damage on the DK, hard to recover. Demon Hunter reaches. Is he just stealing these creeps away?
That's a little eager right here. He's gonna get it, but the archers are in trouble. He has Shadow Melt. And there's no dust! He realizes there's no dust in WFZ and he pops the Book of the Dead. Oh boy! Those ghouls were not expecting this.
Nope, Naga might be a little bit in trouble.
Oh my god.
Can't get out. Is the Zeppelin ready? Oh, level 3. Does he even need this?
Oh, the demon now low. The Nova could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But even if he TPs here, that's a perfect usage of that TP.
Unwilling to do so, the Nova does hurt, but Shadow Melt again. Reveal this time. Ooh, Foggy overcommitting, I guess. Depends on how many kills he gets.
Oh, the Nova!
Wild. Oh my! Remo saw
But the
it
DK
come.
died! He got the DK with the archers and the Naga.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Painful for the archers losing so many of them, but with a DK kill,
Yeah.
certainly worth it.
So worth it. Level 1 Lich now trying to get this experience. And he gets it. That is a lot of experience for this Lich, but...
Man, that was really close though. That would have been
Yeah.
a typical Foggy moment, trying to come in with a mana burn, just gets Nova'd and killed.
Davai, huh? Davai. And now we got Dryads. We still have a couple of archers. And there's another Ogre Magi.
Yeah. WZ certainly can't contest that without mana on the Lich, without DK, and with so many ghouls going down earlier. One of mana steal, not the item he was hoping for, but it's gold. And that's an in-wall.
Okay. What's next for Foggy? I think he's technically tier 3, right? For marksmanship, bears, whatever, mountain giants. For WFZ, I'm not even too sure.
Yeah, it's creeping up the natural now. In a moment, I guess he can go for the Merc Camp after. He knows WZ can only creep very slowly with how much he lost. So Foggy's very wisely now going into the creep game. For a little while. And the demon still harasses.
With a level 3, that's so good. Lich will not get another Nova out, that's for sure. And this will force another coil soonish, maybe, if everything goes well. But he's not risking too much either. He knows he's in a good spot. He has the 1 map lead. He did a lot of damage to WFZ's heroes, so they won't overwhelm soon. He's in a good spot for sure.
Man, this rock golem is not going down though. That's not exactly the best focus fire, but it's okay, it's working out. The demon hunter is also being microed across the map. He's throwing out the burns. Foggy's doing a good job. Keeps the Ancient of War alive as well. And gets the boots of Quel'Thalas. Hello. Thank you, says the demon.
Really good items across the board for Foggy. Also on map 1. And WFZ is struggling to find level 3. This time, there's no real cheeky play, right? There's no unexpected problems, unexpected fires that Foggy has to put out. He's just struggling.
Yeah. Not in the best position. Oh, the Wisp Scout sees him moving over there. What a beautiful Wisp position, by the way. Sees the move over to the red camp from the opponent. WFZ goes up there knowing full well he will have to TP out, but he gets the red camp item before he leaves. Question is, does he lose anything? Command Aura, Warsong Battle Drums. That's nice. And he saves everything. Kind of surprised that Foggy didn't creep his natural yet and isn't expanding.
Yeah.
That would be kind of the typical Foggy play. Oh, he's bringing a Wisp there. Well, maybe he's expanding bottom right.
Cool. Not easy to predict. The Yaws theory, if you creep the creep spot, you don't expect your opponent to expand there. Very wise words by Mr. Förster.
What's the next red camp item, though? For WZ. This could be some amazing drops for him. He already got 1 great aura. Cadgus pipe incoming. Huh? Oh, there it is! I knew
Dude, you're just ahead, and you pretend to know this.
No, I just guessed that one. Well, that's the perfect drops pretty much for WFZ.
And this will get him some confidence back. Like, this game went so poor again. after game 1. These items are the biggest help you will probably get in the entire game. More damage, 10% on everything from the command aura. More mana regen when undeads rely so much on mana.
Naga is getting some crazy levels again. Level 4 already. I see this more and more from Nilebs nowadays. Are they considering the Naga the carry in the late game? I guess it's kind of what you have to do. The demon, he can be the space creator and harasser. The Naga solo certainly can.
I think they finally realize how good Fork Lightning is against fiends.
Sure.
No? Yeah?
Demon on inventory, not that impressive. Orb, staff, invul, yeah, but those are all bought. In terms of what he found, it's only the gauntlets, which is kind of a joke. Really should give over those Quel'Thala's boots.
Yeah, once they reunite, he will. We have the raw dot in the bottom right, so Foggy is expanding. And WFZ is still, despite all the creeping, not really in a position to fight this. Nice staff on the bear, that's safe. TP out immediately. Saves the fiend again. And he scouted the Ancient of Wind, that's important.
Quick Ancient of Wind again, man. What is this, 2017?
And this time it's only one, right? And no 2-ways. But also no double crit and also no double income for WC.
Next big item here. Foggy, what's he gonna get? Big heal, the best thing. And he does get a big heal.
Yeah, just guessed, huh?
I just said what is the best thing was. I didn't say that's what he's gonna get.
Ghouls are coming in, blocking the way. The Engine of War is there as well. WFZ positioning himself in punching distance to the expansion. But he has to break through this Night Elf force, and that's something he doesn't want yet.
Naga third was very underwhelming earlier. Maybe this time she's going to be working out better for WFZ. He is kind of all in. He knows Foggy has an expansion up there and he needs to push it down. Foggy's army isn't that big yet. He staffs back the demon to get more mana on him, but he's out of the fight for quite some time.
Yeah.
Ah, he has the staff. Okay, never mind. He's back.
Thought it's on cooldown. Okay, it's not. Expansion hasn't paid off yet. 2 Abomination, 2 Ghouls. Always important to count the normal damage when you try to kill buildings. If this expansion stands after this push, then he can go into an insane amount of hippos again.
Alright, Foggy engages. Bear's feeling the damage. Up on the high ground, protected are the fiends. Fog Lightning, so far Foggy seems to be holding on to them. One bear dropping low. There's the web now. It was delayed for a little bit, but now it's coming in. A-bombs are taking a bunch of damage. Demon gets level 4 at the perfect time. He's getting focused slightly, but he's too tanky. Level 4 DK as well. Which frontline is melting faster, the bears or the A-bombs is the question.
Yeah, there was a little bit of attention on these hippos and that saved the bears for a little, but now the right clicks are strong for WFZ. His abomination's not falling, disease cloud is in, spreading the virus everywhere. Okay, that's 1 A-bomb down, that's 2 A-bombs down. Is Foggy cleaning this now without the front line? Attacking the Naga quite a bit, the third hero of WFZ. 1 more bear, staff or kill. Okay, gets the kill. 1 destroyer about to fall here. So is the Lich. Uphill coil to save him. Did the DK bring anything to save something here? I don't think so. WFC might be trapped, but so is the Demon Hunter. What will prevail? It is the Demon Hunter.
Didn't have a TP there to transfer anymore to the Lich. DH is dropping low. Needs to be careful, but I'm sure there must be a staff. Destroyer is taken out. Staff? Heal pod. Heal pod first.
Dude, with his pinky's playing on fire. Oh, he's giving me a little heart attack. But yeah, that's what I call winning a fight.
Naga almost level 5 now for Foggy, but she's pretty much out of mana.
Sobi mask though, that helps.
I like that he staffs the Naga back to get clarities and mana pots perhaps.
WFZ already on summoning.
Demon Hunter, no boots of speed. Hard for him to weave in and out of the fight. One reju. Not dispelled. He changes directions. Demon is still healing. Next Reju coming in. And that's so much Fog Lightning. The DK in trouble. In deep trouble. But gets to the back.
Okay, but the Lich, man. It's a lot of hero focus here. Demon Hunter with an invul. 1 fiend down. Heroes all far in the back. That's okay. But of course not ideal. Seems like Foggy is overtowering him once again. And the DK just falls to the Naga. with the zap again. The Fork Lightning proves to be really strong. And that's GG. 2 fists in the air, typical Foggy fashion. Kind of an easy win, actually.
Yeah, map 2 was closer. The expansion there seemed like a bit of a risk before Foggy had the big army, but it was barely good enough. With bears, dryads, and hippos. No mountain giants. Gonna be interesting to see to observe throughout this tournament. Have they just lost their place in this matchup? Perhaps they have.
Yeah, pretty interesting, man. Like, Foggy's so strong. Oh my god. All the hype in the X-Lord game, and we were kind of rooting for him, and we were on the edge of our seats. Here, we saw 4 minutes of the first game, and it was laid back. Okay, he's gonna do that.
Yeah, the first map especially was crazy. That was such a dominating performance. And even on the opponent's counter map choice, it looked pretty good. I'm sure on AZ, Foggy would have had just as strong of a build as it was on Echo on his map choice.
Yeah.
And that's the victory for at least one foreigner today. Foggy gets the 2-0, and with that, it will be in the upper bracket in Group D, going up in his next round either against TH or Chimiko.
True that. That looks pretty good for him. WFZ, to me, so far the biggest disappointment of the tournament. Alice was fighting strong and had some cool moves, and was, of course, the big underdog. Colorful didn't disappoint at all. He was up against Moon and got a 2-1. 1-0, maybe making 2-3 bad decisions, but it was good games nonetheless. Focus stepped it up. WFZ, the first one to not do this, and China Day is ruined, Remo.
Yeah, Foggy steps in and ruins the perfect Chinese dream. Foggy's going to be brought to the interview here in a moment. We're going to have a chance to hear what he has to say. And also, he said he was going to be coming here on our stream to share his thoughts with us.
Oh, that is wonderful. First, of course, he's going to be on the Chinese stream, as you said, and Wong is going to be there as well. Big stage for the creator of Gornland Harbor, GLH, War3.com. They bring you a lot of translations of Chinese news, so bookmark that if you're interested in competitive Warcraft. GLH, Aragon Wong and his team do a wonderful job. And really cool that he gets rewarded by WGL with a job like this.
Absolutely. He's not in Shanghai, though, is he?
No, they are doing remote work as well.
Ah, yeah. Okay. They were pretty sick. Well, then again, is it so awesome being in Shanghai this time around? There's no audience. There's no players. I mean, the stage is cool.
I mean, if you look at Kutiang, then maybe it would be good. Looks like fun. But yeah, none of the players. They seem to have a great time doing these videos before, but we don't know when that was. But yeah, I'm comfortable being at home. Of course, I miss the evening beers with you, Remo, but I also enjoy the pre and post show we do. Pre-show always with Snoke, his post show today with Neutron and Knopf.
Yeah, man, all those beautiful evenings in Shanghai, getting locked outside on the veranda. Amazing.
好的，各位亲爱的观众朋友，那这场比分最终定格成2比0。
We're gonna have the interview with
获胜的
Foggy.
是暗夜精灵的选手 Foggy。好，接下来我们就抓紧时间来连线一下这位选手啊。Hello Foggy， 首先祝贺你2比0拿下了这场比赛。
Congratulations, Foggy.
Yes, thank you.
好的，那第一个问题其实是这样啊，这是今天晚上的小组赛打到目前为止第一个2比0。那从分数上看，你是取得了一个压倒性的优势。那让你自己来形容这场胜利的话，你会把它形容为一场轻松的胜利吗？
Foggy, this is the first 2-0 today. So, do you think this is an easy game for you?
WGL never easy. I feel that the second game I get luck to get vision with item at the begin. So I see undead. So maybe second game I have big luck.
OK，其实他觉得黄金联赛从来都不简单，但是第二局来说，他比较幸运，拿到了比较好的宝物，加上有眼睛，所以能够看到无法阵的那个行动，所以算是比较幸运的一局。对，整体下来是比较幸运的。
好，那最后一个问题，其实刚才有提到第二局比赛，我们知道在第二局比赛里面，其实Foggy 的这个双线的操作一直做得很好，就是当他大部队在练级的时候，他的恶魔猎手总是能够去骚扰到这个无法阵的练级，然后控对方的蓝。那这是他怎么样能够做到这么漂亮的一个双线操作呢
？Foggy, on the second map, you are very good in your multitasking. Like you can do at the same time the DH harassment and you can leveling at the same time. How do you do it?
It's because I use Night Elf. Night Elf can use it like Demon Hunter play very aggressive, and your archers and Ancients of War can creep at the specific of Night Elf race.
他说，其实这一直是暗夜精灵这个种族的特点，就是 DH 打得凶一点，然后同时在那个就是你的那个武术那个大树跟 AC 都一边在就是练级，对，常常有这样的操作，所以算是有一直在练习，对。
Okay, thank you, Foggy, and good luck next game.
Thank you very much. See you.
All right. That is the interview with Foggy from the Chinese. As Remo said, he's going to be here on our stream in a bit as well.
Hello, Foggy. I'm trying to get Neo in this call as well. How does that work again?
Where are you?
In Discord.
You can just add me on the upper right.
Okay. I see it now. There you are. Boom.
Join call. All right.
There we go. Hello. Foggy, can you hear us?
Remo, you're not in the call. You have to press join call.
Yeah, join the call. There we go.
Foggy, congratulations. Great performance today.
Yeah, thank you.
You looked really strong. I don't know if you heard, but some people in the community said they think WFZ is really strong at the moment, and a lot of players were expecting WFZ to win here today. What did you expect from WFZ? Did you think he would play like this, or maybe stronger? What did you think of WFZ before the game?
Yeah, I know that he played 2-base style, make expansion, special on air hiles. So I was ready to deal with it.
Yeah, you seemed very ready. That Wisp Scout was perfectly timed. The cancel was very, coming in at the perfect time as well with the Naga. We saw you play a lot against Undead in the past, against Happy, for example. How much do you think your games against Happy in the last few months have helped you today, and in general for WGL?
Of course, my matchup with versus Undead become stronger after week. Every week we played with Happy ESL Cup. Mm-hmm. Even I joke about I joke to tell my girlfriend about that this match can be hard because every week I have the hardest match against Happy on ESL Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard that you were practicing a lot against a human with Blade. Is that true? Did you think you were going to beat WFZ anyways, and you focused on human training?
No, I practiced a lot of against every race. Not only against human.
Okay, that's good to hear.
So for tomorrow, you will probably face a human. You have met TH a lot of times in the Gold League. Are you going into this game very confident because you know what he does?
Yeah, now meta against human is it's clean. This patch, we play a lot of time, so yeah, I feel pretty good. Can't say I'm 100% confident, because you can't be confident, because it depends of preparation, how will TH and maybe Chemico prepare to this match.
Would you rather play against TH or rather play against Chimiko?
It's hard to say who is better now against Night Elf. So I think both players are pretty strong.
That's absolutely true. We will see them in a human mirror next. Remo, do you have another question to our boxing champion?
I heard, Foggy, that you bought an apartment with the WGL prize money. If you become champion this time, what will you get with that prize money?
Maybe make a tournament in Minsk City.
Ooh.
And of course, yeah, still the dream by apartment. Maybe 2 flat.
Second flat sounds good, man. Foggy living the life. All right. We don't want to take more of your time. Thank you very much for being on the call. Great performance, and we're looking forward to seeing your games in 2 days.
Yeah, thank you guys for your casting. See you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Foggy. Such a nice guy, isn't he?
Great guy.
Great guy indeed. 2 flats, man. More WGLs, more golds, more monies. It was a great start for Foggy into the 10th edition of the Warcraft Gold League. Up next, it is the last game of the day, unfortunately. It's going to be a human mirror. It's going to be TH versus Chimiko. Will it be a human mirror? We'll see after a very short break.